WHS 11's Heather Fontaine is covering the trial at the Judicial Center downtown, sharing testimony from those who were there that Christmas Eve afternoon in 2018.
The line of questioning today behind the doors of courtroom 803 revolved around the moments of the crash. The jury heard from witnesses who saw it happen and from the LMPD sergeant who gave Roger Burdette the field sobriety test.
Her car stopped like right in front of, it went from behind us to in front of us and stopped.
And then what do you see?
I just see her car on fire and the smoke everywhere.
Jasmine Parks was in the truck with Quentin Brady, who was pulled over by Detective Mengedoht on Christmas Eve in 2018. Brady pulled over near the Belvedere. He admitted it wasn't the safest spot, but said he wanted to pull over as soon as he saw her lights flashing, explaining his truck was not totally lost in the shadows of the overpass.
Right before the Belvedere, I think my cab was like halfway under the Belvedere, and the rest of my truck was out from under the Belvedere.
After the crash, they ran from flames. That's when Jeffrey and Angela Scott pulled up.
But I really wanted to try to save him.
Jeffrey was emotional on the stand during day 2 of Roger Burdette's trial, describing his attempt to help Detective Mengedoht.
I couldn't get near the car. I mean, it was hot, and I was kind of concerned that might blow up.
While his wife took cell phone video and yelled at Burdette to turn off his truck, worried the leaking fluids would lead to another fire.
Sir, can you turn off the truck? Do you have liquid all over the place? Can you turn it off?
He's pacing a little bit back and forth, hands in his head.
Sergeant Mike Johnson gave Burdette the field sobriety test. He testified that Burdette had bloodshot eyes, constricted pupils, and seemed sluggish.
I felt like he was under the influence.
Sergeant Johnson confirmed to jurors there was no alcohol found in Burdette's system. The LMDC registered nurse who took Burdette's blood, however, did testify that the defendant did, quote, sometimes take hydrocodone. Toxology reports had indicated that hydrocodone, which is an opioid, was in Burdette's system at the time of the crash.
I did write that he had used it that day.
The plan for Thursday is to bring the vehicles involved in the crash to the courthouse so that jurors can leave the courtroom and see the damage for themselves. In Louisville, Heather Fontaine, WHIS 11 on your side.